They say happiness lives in laughter-filled rooms and a house full of people, but I've learned something different. Sometimes the happiest homes are quiet, built not around others, but around you. After 50, our homes shift, the kids grow, the noise fades, and suddenly every room becomes a reflection of how we truly feel inside. And here's the secret no one tells you. When you fill your home with what nourishes you, not what impresses others, it starts smiling back. So I asked myself, what really makes a home feel happy just for me? And here's what I discovered: 10 ways that changed everything. Number 1. I let the light in. For years, I'd pulled the curtains half closed to protect the furniture, to keep the glare out, to feel settled. But one morning, I opened them wide, and the entire mood of my home changed. Light is the most powerful form of happiness. It softens corners, warms memories, and tells your body you're safe here. Natural light boosts serotonin, the same hormone that lifts your spirits on a sunny walk. Now every morning I make it a ritual. Open blinds, let light flood in, and take a slow breath by the window. It's the easiest therapy I know. I even moved a favorite chair to catch the morning sun, my new light corner. Sometimes I read there, sometimes I just sit, because happiness, I've learned, often begins with brightness. Number 2, I stopped decorating for visitors. My old living room was designed for approval. Matching cushions, guest-ready furniture, everything placed just right. But it never felt like me. Then one day I asked myself, why does my home look like I'm waiting for company that never comes? So I began decorating for my comfort, not for compliments. I swapped stiff chairs for the cozy armchair I'd always wanted. I hung photos that made me laugh, not the ones that matched the theme. I even had my cats, Milo and Simba, framed on the wall, so I could smile wide every time I passed by. The result? The house stopped pretending. It started breathing with me. Every time I walk in, I feel my shoulders drop because this space finally knows who lives here. Number 3, I cleared the clutter and the noise. They say clutter drains energy, and it's true. For years, I carried objects that no longer carried meaning, gifts I never liked, things I kept out of guilt. One weekend, I faced it all. Drawer by drawer, I asked, does this make me feel lighter or heavier? If it felt heavy, it left. The silence that followed was startling and peaceful. Suddenly, I could hear my home again. The kettles whistle, the birds outside, my own thoughts without interruption. Clearing space isn't about neatness, it's about kindness, giving yourself room to grow again. To a special friend who's watching this right now, you really ought to clean your bedside table. It's really a mess. Trust me, you'll feel a lot clearer in the head and definitely less anxious all day. Number 4, I made space for morning rituals. Mornings used to be rushed. Even in retirement, I'd drive straight into chores, emails, errands. Then I realized no one's waiting for me to hurry anymore. So I claimed my mornings back. A cup of tea by the window, 10 minutes of quiet music, sometimes journaling. Oh, I just recently discovered grounding. I love it. Walking barefoot on grass first thing in the morning is like gulping supernatural energy. It completely refreshes your senses. And sometimes I tinker with the rose bushes, to feel like I'm actually gardening. I even set up a small morning corner, a tray with my favorite mug, a candle, and a small vase of fresh flowers. That tiny corner became sacred. It's not about doing more, it's about greeting yourself kindly every day. Number 5, I brought nature inside. Plants aren't just pretty, they're living companions. When you live alone, the gentle act of watering something that depends on you adds rhythm and meaning to the day. I began with one fern, then a peace lily, then herbs by the kitchen window. The air felt fresher, the colors looked calmer. Did you know science agrees that houseplants reduce stress and even lower blood pressure? But for me, the real joy came from watching growth happen in slow motion, proof that life in every form keeps renewing. Now every new leaf feels like a conversation. See, we're still growing. So go ahead and add some roses, some blooms, anywhere you like, however you like. It's therapy to your senses, almost like a lingering welcome, a fragrant reminder of how your house makes you happy. Number 6, I let my home smell like me. Fragrance is memory. For years, my home carried traces of everyone else. Guest perfumes, cleaning sprays, even old cooking smells. One evening, I realized I didn't know what my home truly smelled like. So I began experimenting. Lavender oil in the diffuser, a cedar candle in the hallway, fresh lemons in the kitchen bowl. Slowly, a scent emerged. Soft, woody, calming. And when I miss my grandma, I bake madeleines from her old handwritten recipe. Then my house smells like my childhood, warm, balmy, vanilla, almost like a hug. That makes me ache with joy. That's how a happy home should feel, like it recognizes you the moment you step in. Number 7, I display joy, not perfection. I used to hide the silly things, postcards, small souvenirs, and perfect artwork because they didn't look elegant. But those were the pieces that made me smile. So I started displaying them boldly. The magnet from a road trip, the seashell my grandson gave me, the painting I made years ago and never framed, those wind chimes I liked. Suddenly, my walls told my story, not some designer's version of taste. Happiness, it turns out, has a very personal aesthetic. And when guests visit now, they don't say, "How lovely." They say, "This feels like you." That's the highest compliment a home can receive. Number 8, I created corners of calm. Every home needs a place where you can exhale. Mine used to be cluttered with stuff to fix, the sewing pile, the papers, the endless reminders of unfinished things. Then I cleared one space, just one, for calm. A soft throw, a small lamp, my favorite book, my funny keychains. I call it my calm place. It's where I sit when I need to reset, cry, think, or just be. It's amazing how one tiny corner can hold so much peace. Creating calm doesn't require renovation, it requires intention. Whatever you want your calm space to look like, make it that way, one object at a time. Number 9, I changed the sounds around me. Silence can be healing, but silence can also be lonely. I realized my home needed a soundtrack, so I curated one. Soft jazz in the evenings, classical in the mornings, the faint hum of nature sounds when I cook. I even placed a small wind chime by the window, so when the breeze passes, it feels like the air is whispering hello. Oh, and the tiny cat collar bell I put on Milo. It's a beautiful sound to my ears. Keeps me lively. Now, instead of emptiness, my home hums with gentle life. Music doesn't just fill a room, it lifts your spirit in ways walls never can. Number 10, I treated my home like it loved me back. This was the biggest shift of all. For years, I thought of my house as something to maintain, clean, fix, organize. But then I began treating it like a companion, one that listens and responds. When I light a candle, it glows. When I open the windows, it breathes. When I laugh here, the walls echo back. Every gesture, watering plants, fluffing cushions, setting the table beautifully even when dining alone became an act of affection. And slowly my home began to love me back. They say you can't buy happiness. I'd add you can't furnish it either, but you can nurture it, one light-filled corner at a time. After 50, happiness at home isn't about how much you have, it's about how much your space mirrors who you are now. Because when you create a home that smiles with you, solitude doesn't feel empty, it feels full. So open the curtains, light that candle, sit in the chair that feels right, not the one that looks right. Make your home happy just for you. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What will make your home look like it's truly yours? We're excited to know. Till then, tune in for another video coming soon.